Hello, I'm John Proxy on channel John of the West, and I'm about to begin a Dragon Age... No, I'm not. No, it's Dragon Quest. I'm about to begin a Dragon Quest 11, Echoes of an Elusive Age adventure. And I have no idea who any of these people are. This is, I guess, the sort of demo video. There we go, there's some music. By the Tokyo Metropolitan Symphony Orchestra. Yes, this is sort of to introduce the world to us. I guess if the game's in the shop or something, this keeps playing again and again. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to move my face off the screen while I talk to you and we watch this lovely video. I'm going to make sure not to click the video because I did that accidentally. And it just skips it, you know, it's an auto skip. Which is weird because you can't skip any of the other cutscenes in the game. This one you can. I've had a hell of a time trying to record this as well. Which is why you might notice, oh, he kept his mistake with Dragon Age. Yeah, I did. I kept that in because I am not starting this recording again. Mainly because my PC seems to make this game crash if I try and open it, close it, open it, and then record. Like, it seems to be fine if I don't close it and open it again. Anyway, we'll get over the fact that I accidentally called it Dragon Age. I'm worried about spoilers, to be honest, but the game apparently decided it's happy with me knowing all this information ahead of time. It's 6 or 7 times I think I've attempted to record this episode. Once I get going, I'm sure it's fine. To the point that I don't even have to look to the right to see it's called Echoes of an Elusive Age. What's quite amusing is while I was getting my sound working, you know, you've got to get sound working to record. I make some tunes. I've got I've got a program, Fruity Loops, for making music, and I found an old song from 2008 called Echoes of Ages, and I needed to play a random one to know if my sound was on or not. There we go, Dragon Quest, Echoes of an Elusive Age. Let's bring my face back to the screen. And pick up this controller, which I'm hoping that's not even on. Does it work? Oh yeah, because I hadn't clicked on the screen. There we go. Let's delete an adventure log. That was me testing it. I don't know where my face is actually going to go just yet, but hang on. There we go. Oh, hang on. I think I've now made it so I can't get my face back. But you know what? We don't need my face back for just yet. Once we get into the game, we can bring my face back because it's going to be a cutscene, isn't it? So, we'll go back. Do we go back? No, we don't go back. We're going to create a new adventure log. System settings. Create a new adventure log. And we're going to call him... Let's have a look at the Draconian quest options first. So no fleeing from battle. You know what? I'm going to keep that on. Oh, I didn't realise I'd have to look at that. No shopping. You can't spend your gold coins on items. Yeah, no, I don't care. Reduced experience from easy fights. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put that one on. Reduced experience from easy fights. You'll only get half the normal number of experience points for beating baddies weaker than yourself, and sometimes none at all. Target tougher enemies to level up. So that will sort of force me to play all enemies are super strong. You know what? I can't be bothered with that. Shypox seems like an interesting idea. Uncontrollable embarrassment will plague you on every step of your adventure. There's no telling when this crippling affliction might flare up next. Do I put Shypox on or not? I don't know. I should have made this decision. I'm going to leave it for the time being. Yes. So, do we call him Proxy? Proxus. I'm not sure now. I hope it's not Proxus star 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 star. And just that symbol. How do I go back? Okay, Proxus. Let's go with Proxus. Let's not overthink this. The worry is that I'll regret it through the game. I'm John Proxus. I'm John of the West. My name's character's called Proxus. Let's end. Are you happy with the name Proxus? Yes, why not? This brightness is fine. Yes. Adventure log successfully created. It's a really interesting mix of like old graphic, you know, Akira Toriyama style and very modern graphics. You don't seem to see him on his red heart. There's a storm brewing. We probably could have had my face in the corner. I feel like there's enough dead space in the corner for it to make sense. But we'll bring it back once we're in some sort of menu and I can figure out which corner will live with my face the best. Ooh, some kings. So,
this child, he is the one.
You in an earlier one.
There's the mark.
Hey, your voice is too quiet.
There's no mistaking it.
Yeah, it's interesting. That's how anime graduated. Oh dear. What point am I making? I remember in like the early 2000s, I think, where people were like, "Oh, can you imagine what humans would look like with anime proportions?" And they'd use Photoshop to make giant eyes on humans, and they look terrifying. But it's sort of interesting. Headless Horseman. That they're still anime style, but they've got like realistic skin tones, and that's the halfway. I think it works really well. If you look at like the Oculus avatars or the Xbox avatars, they're still not. They look really uncanny, but for some reason these are fine. These are sort of cartoonish enough that I don't mind, even with the skin tone. But I think it doesn't work for everyone. Oh yeah, I was mentioning music. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. I got distracted. So, yes, I've got a mod. So what it does is, apparently, after this cutscene, all the music in the game is MIDI music. And everyone hates it. But, like, the original music exists, the guy just didn't want it in the game. So the mod just replaces all the MIDI music with the original orchestra.
However did you survive? Oh, you're a jolly one. What's this? Oh, you poor thing. Come here. Come here. Oh,
Again.
There's no need to be frightened anymore.
I didn't even know he was talking.
Now, little fellow.
So I've played half of Dragon Age 8, and I was really enjoying it, and I don't know why I stopped playing it. But obviously there hasn't really been another Dragon Age out in the West, and just like sort of Persona 5 several years later. I'm going to say more than several. I'm imagining at least 15. So yes, and I thought I was near the end of Dragon Quest. I keep saying Dragon Age, don't I? Dragon Quest 8, but I looked it up and I think I was only halfway through. That's kind of interesting.
Thanks so much. You're a lifesaver.
You're a lifesaver. I have choices. I'll do
Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony.
They like these, I've played a few games now with these regional British accents. I like it, but it's kind of funny. It's much better than having Americans.
So it's finally here, the big day. I can't believe we're going to be climbing all the way up there.
I've got nothing against American accents or anything like that. I just think having these regional British accents work really well when you want to have like yokels. It's funny that I used the word yokel, isn't it? Because that's an Americanism. But you don't want to. That's an exaggeration. I don't know. They're good for small townness. Maybe it's just because I'm British and that's how I imagine small townness.
Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way.
Indeed.
Come on, best not keep her waiting.
I'll just stare at you silently in a sort of creepy way, shall I? Right. When it gives me control, I'll move my face. So, okay, cobblestone tour, and draconian quest underway. So yes, I have a bit of control, and it looks like the top right-hand corner. You know what? I'm just gonna move my face. Right. Here I am. And for the time being, there doesn't seem to be anything in the top right-hand corner, but we'll see, shan't we? Oh, I can go first person. Let's look at the... I thought I was standing next to a girl. Why can't I... What's this? This is really weird. Oh, it's like a zoom. It's literally a zoom. Oh, it's like a screenshot mode. Fair enough. I mean, that's actually really easy. Hide UI. There we go. If my face wasn't bloody here, I'd have a decent screenshot. Let's center it like that. Put the UI back. Cool. Now I've got a screenshot if I need one. I probably won't. I'll use a screenshot from the loading screen, won't I? What are we trying to do? There's a purple over there. Let's go talk to the purple. You know the mayor and your mother are waiting to see you off at the top of the steps, don't you? Don't keep them waiting, dear. I adore the graphics to this already. Oh, and remember, if you ever in need of advice or stuck what to do, have a chat with the folks with pretty pink speech bubbles above their heads like me. Or just press X and look at the map. You can't miss us. While you're looking at the map, use R to change the direction you're facing. A handy little trick. Trust me. Okay? I like the use of that headband. I assume that's a reference to Dragon Age 8, because he had a headband on. I'm just seeing what all the buttons do. Oh, we have a map, and my face is officially covering something up. We're going to Cobblestone Tour, which is what I've named the episode for the time being. What's that thing on the bottom? Oh, so we come from Cobblestone. Oh, I've got a run button. Hold on there, young Proxus. Where do you think you're off to? You haven't been to Tor yet, have you? It's back the other way, as you well know. I don't want to see you again until you've climbed it. Okay, so this is a coming-of-age ceremony. Of course, this is an RPG, of course, right out of A Hero of a Thousand Faces, of course. There's another purple. Let's go talk to them. Let's see what the other buttons do. So this is my items. I like it. It feels really old school. Magic. I've got no magic. Party talk. Let's talk to the party. There's Gemma, or Gemma. I'm going to say Gemma. It's our big day, Proxus. We finally get to go and do the ceremony. We're going to be grown-ups at last. Hee hee. Looks like Sandy's as excited as we are. Let's hope the village doesn't burn down. That is a habit of happening soon after ceremonies of right-of-age ceremonies. Come on, let's get moving. Let's get moving. We don't want her to get to the top before us. I hope that thing on the left doesn't stay there forever. Proxus, seeing you and my dear Gemma all set for your big day makes me proud. Both as a mayor and your grandfather. Oh, I knew both of those things, obviously. You're not kids anymore, you know. No, you're grown up now. And that means going to the tour and offering your thanks. Now it's time you're on your way. Head up to the top. Give praise to the spirit of this land. Then come down and tell us how you'd like the view. Oh, and if you're ever unsure what to do next, by pressing Y and selecting Party Talk, Jimmo might have some useful tips for you. Just look at you, Proxus, my little boy all grown up. Now be sure to look after Gemma, you hear? To think you've been inseparable since you were tiny, and here you are about to climb the tour together. And look, there's a dog over there. And if you ever lose your way, just follow Sandy. The dog's got more sense than any of us. Off you go, dear. I know the two of you will be just fine. I'll make sure there's a delicious supper waiting for you when you get back. Hang on. Who's the guy who found me then? You part of the religious organisation, by any chance? Path ahead will at times be a steep one, but fear not, my children, for the spirit of the land shall watch over you. May your climb teach you how truly blessed we are to live among such beautiful surroundings. We pray for your safe return. Hang on. Oh, I've got a jump button! Jump button! I can jump like... Look how amazing I am at jumping! Where's my dog? Oh, hang on. I pressed... I want... Oh, no, I must have just... I've got no voice.
Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see. As long as I can remember, he's been preparing me for this day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks.
Offer, I like it.
I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand. What if I take a tumble and do myself a mischief?
What's her face when
Well,
she
not
said
to
that?
worry. Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey. Come on then. That craggy old thing won't climb its...
Oh, God.
Oh,
Monsters! Slimes!
monsters!
Think of fine, that was an eek, not an ah.
They're coming this way.
There. Right. Ooh, slime A, B or C. Choices. A then.
Get him!
Hey! Leave my dog alone.
Key.
Oh, I think we can move. Yes. The game did not explain any of this to me.
Go on!
Yeah, I thought the point of view.
Crumbs!
You gonna do this the entire game? No, she's not gonna be around the entire game.
Crikey!
I guess Sandy is,
Get him!
there we go!
Tough
slimes are
little blighters,
defeated.
aren't they?
Proxus received 6 experience points and 6 gold. I'm not going to read that every single time. I only dropped a treasure chest with some medicinal herb. Lovely. Lovely. Love a bit of medicinal herb.
Crikey! I wasn't expecting that. I know they were only little, but I'd have been done for if you and Sandy hadn't been here to help me.
Folks from round here ain't from round here. They're from Cornwall. Those aren't Cornwall accents, but it's a joke from,
And now we've got to go through that horrible dingy cave. Just our luck.
from Eddie Izzard. He's talking about Dracula. When they go to Transylvania and they go into a pub and there's like a guy with a fake beard on and goes, "Folks from round here ain't from round here. They're from Cornwall," for some reason.
I'll bet
because
you
they
anything
always
that's
have a
where
regional
those awful
accent.
things came from. Well, as long as you're with me, I've got nothing to worry about. Come on, let's get going.
Though that's not a Cornish accent. It's a name that I can't remember. A place with a similar accent to a Cornish accent, but not... the bit that I'm mocking, obviously, isn't a part of the Cornish accent. Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. Blessed are we since the days of yore. Let it be so forevermore. Proof. Whoever reads that. Is there anything else that these buttons do? Oh wow, that's a good idea. The run button actually propels? No, propels me forwards. So I don't have to press the normal forward button. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Okay, I need it to not say reduced experience from easy fights like forever, please. Oh, that auto run. Why do I need an auto run in a game like this? And it doesn't work on that bit. More monsters! I don't think they've spotted you yet. You should sneak up and try to surprise them. Get closer to a monster and a small arrow will appear just above them. Press A and you'll give them a weighty wallop with your weapon, lowering their HP before battle has even begun. Why not try springing a preemptive attack on that slime over there. Ooh, she heals.
Get him!
He's paralyzed with fear.
Go on!
Lovely.
Phew.
The slimes are defeated. I get some stuff. Now, I've been advised, not by a specific person, just by how games work in general, to not kill too many enemies, which is why I took reduced experience from easy fights. Some herb, lovely. And that's sort of the best way to get the game to be interestingly difficult. No, dog, you didn't see the cool stuff I just found. So I'm going to skip every so often in the fights, and then hopefully keep the pace up as well. All of them, like every other one.
Get him! Tough little blighters, aren't they?
No, not particularly. I'm obviously going to fight new things. Oh, it's then called Needlers. That one.
Go on! Get him!
Right.
Go on!
A weird little creature. The Needlers are defeated. 6.
I'm so proud of you.
Okay, so that's kind of annoying. Oh, and I can't move my face anymore. I like the thumbs up though. I need to check. Right, I just had to move my face briefly to see if I was covering anything up, and it appears not. So you can see my MP's gone to 4, and a bunch of. I've got a new spell, Frizz. I go up to people and I go, and there. I appreciate the little dot that tells me the path I've taken. I'll leave you alone. So I want to go with a dog that doesn't. Obviously. Yeah, take that, Potts. Yeah, I apparently can't swim. Fine. You win this round, dog. Woof woof indeed. How do we save? Chunk of copper ore. That's auto run. Misc. Some settings. Don't show. Cool. Confirm. Well, I'll keep the freeform camera. Info. I don't have any non-battle spells. Let's talk to my party.
Fancy a chat, do you?
Can't believe there are monsters on the tour. And on our big day, too. It's a little bit worrying, but we have to push on. At least, I've got you as a bodyguard, Proxus. Right, we're going to ignore this little fellow. Every other enemy, eh? Every other enemy. Don't need to level up too fast.
Core, look at all this fog. Is this normal, do you think?
It's got something to do with the enemies, I expect.
Help! Help me!
Sorry,
What? Cole?
I expect it to auto go on.
Ah! Quick! You have to help him!
What, me? You want me to help the boy? I don't know, is there enough time? I feel like we should just have a short and frank discussion about the pros and cons of whether or not we should help the boy. Okay, yes. Yeah, I'll probably just keep my face on the screen for the rest of the game.
It's not fog at all. It's more monsters.
I hate it when I get those two confused. Some smogs! Draw near. Right. Spells. Singes a single enemy with a small fireball. Smog A.
Get him!
Yeah!
Crumbs!
Comes indeed. Smog A.
Go on!
Okay, fired. Oh, you know what? I think the fire was a good idea. Spells frizz.
Get him!
Lovely.
Don't give up!
I shan't. Ooh, some health.
Go on!
Lovely. Killed those smogs.
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
40 experience
Well
points.
done!
Level from 2 to 3. Fantastic. Proxus is certainly going places.
I'm sorry, Gemma. I only came up here because I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you. But then those monsters appeared.
What in the world is going on? I never heard anything about monsters appearing on the tour before.
I like the really simple clothing designs. Like they've got texture, but they're not overly designed. I'm not used to that.
But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed. You take Sandy and get back to the village this instant.
No, Sandy's been helping us.
Yes, Gemma. Sorry, Gemma.
You saved my bacon again. I knew you were tough, but crikey, you really have grown into quite the hero.
Somebody gave me a sword.
Not far to the top now. Typical. It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it? Come on, let's get a move on.
Indeed. Right, I just want to read. Oh no, it was that. What does that sign say? I had an idea for a game, and I haven't quite figured out how it worked yet, but I wanted to make a game called Sign Maker, and it was all about the guy who made the signs for all these games, and it was all to do with like social manipulation, and just, you know, the heroes exist in the world, but you're the real hero because you're the person that's putting the signs down. Just these vines climbs and you'll nearly be there. Don't go losing your grip. I couldn't even if I wanted to. I like the games have realised that downwards should be faster than upwards. This way to the top. What's your step? Ah, it's a million miles per hour, this excitement. It's another. One of these. What does that say? Not much further now. Keep close to the cliffs and don't let the nerves get the better of you. Well, I'll try. Won't promise nothing. I mean, this is all what I wanted when I wanted RPGs to have better graphics. Not for them to, like, go all in on billion% graphics. Just better than what they had. And this is a really great example of it. It's really nice.
Here we are at last. Oh. It's such a shame about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view.
Yeah, you didn't earn it, did you? Literally.
Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh?
It's a bit weird that I don't talk again.
What was that?
Is it a giant bird? Yes. Yes, it is. Don't kidnap the girl! I had one job!
Help me! Help! Help!
Alright, let's help her. Stupid bird! What are you doing? That's what you get, bird! Quiet.
We're alive. But how? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you made it happen.
Yeah, but that's crazy. It's a really awkward way of pulling her up. Use your thumbs,
Look,
lady.
the mark on your hand. Huh? Oh, it stopped. Well, we can worry about that later.
I like that his belt's made for a much fatter person.
All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you.
It's a dopey face.
Now, we really had better be finishing up this ceremony. Humble folk of cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. Lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear. Blessed are we since days of yore, let it be so forevermore.
Forever and ever. That's something else, isn't it?
Wow! Look!
No! No, I refuse to look! Oh, I'm fine. Dragon Quest. Not Dragon Age,
It just
John.
goes on and on and on.
And on.
Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is. Well, that's it. It's all over and now we're grown-ups. Should we
Yay.
head down and tell Grandad and everyone? They'll all be waiting for us at the bottom.
Damn you, invisible walls. Oh, where's first person mode? What was it? No, that's auto run. There was a first person mode. Oh, there it is. Right, fine. Proxus and Gemma make their way back to the bottom of Tor. That's what that sounds like. Woof, woof, woof. Thanks for bringing Cole back safely, Sandy. Good girl. I knew you could do it. Where's the map? We're going back to Cobblestone, are we? Run over this precarious bridge. Well done, you two. So glad to see you safe.
We're back safe and sound, Grandad.
Indeed you are, my dear. Thank the spirits for that.
Yeah, it needs an auto click. Look at the girl in the left, top left. I don't know that it's a really amusing expression.
When we saw lightning striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you.
Proxus, it's my character's name. Proxus explains what happened up on the Tor.
Well, I never. Sounds like it's nothing short of a miracle that you made it back in one piece.
It's more like Dragon Ball in one piece.
Well, there's no doubt about it. The spirit of the land was watching over you. Now tell me, my dear, how was the view from the top?
It's okay.
It was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon and the sunlight playing on the water and... Oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Life. My God, like it's supposed to point at a wall.
You're true Cobblestonians now. Only we have the pleasure of looking out over the world of Erdrea in such breathtaking fashion, you know.
Or anyone who comes here, but...
You're still young, and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind.
I expect the rest of the game will take place in Cobblestone, and he'll just become, I don't know, like a bricklayer or something.
I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may await you out there.
Yeah, massive, massive eyes.
Now, it's high time we were heading back. I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went, young man. Don't keep poor Amber in suspense.
Come on, you. Home time.
If you're ever at a loss about anything, open up the menu, select miscellaneous, and then, I don't know, do something. I'm not sure what, but do something will be available, I expect. Coming of age. Ooh. Awarded for ascending to the top of Cobblestone Tor, completing the ceremony that signifies the onset of adulthood. Don't ask me why I said that in such a weird way. Now we have a title for our episode. I mean, I already had one, but I'm going to change it. So the ceremony's all done. Congratulations. Now don't tell me you've forgotten where you live in all that excitement. Just follow the paving stones, and you'll find your way back. Oh, and you must be tired of forgetting that. You should head home and put your feet up. Think of Iron, that's the correct accent right there. Notice the parents, the tour isn't safe for children. Please make sure they know not to play there. So, I'm thinking about an hour for everything. Hour. That's how I pronounce that apparently. I know he literally just told me where I live, but I've forgotten. You're a shop, aren't you? What? Proxus, what are you and Gemma up to, eh? We just got back from climbing the tour. Ah, so that's where you've been, is it? Well, it's nice that you've got to go up there together, eh? Alright, shops aren't functional right now. But... look at this guy. Alright. Little bird told me you and your mate Gemma went to the top of old Tor and back. You ain't a little boy no more, Proxus. You're a man. Man! Look at this guy. So here's some advice. From one bloke to another, whatever you do and enjoy it. No one knows how long they've got, so make the most of it. I like wearing a cow mask. No one judges me. No one judges me. I expect he might say... There's the church of the upside down Y. I expect some villains will be attached to this church at some point. Greetings, my child. It is good to see the younger members of my flock taking the time to pray. Now shall we begin? How may our church assist you, faithful disciple? There we go, I figured out how to say. Confession. Confess to me all that you've done, child, that I might record it in an adventure log. Checking adventure logs. This one. I think I shall overwrite this one. Yes, please. Quite. Yes, I shall continue. I can do divination, resurrection, purification, benediction, or absolution. This gets rid of my Draconian quest restrictions. This removes curse. This removes poison. This reses. This just tells me how much experience I've got left to level. So I'll keep looking around Cobblestone, I shall. Well, well. If it isn't Cobblestone's newest grown-ups, are you looking for the mayor? He's at home at the moment. Listen, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but he's been worried sick about you, Gemma. Well, it's only natural. I suppose he is your granddad after all. A message from the mayor. See, the accent's gone. I can't do it again now. Ferocious monsters are at large outside the village. I love that slimes are ferocious monsters. If you must go out into the wild, make sure you're prepared. This is Gemma and Dustin's house. Now that you've climbed the Tor, I'm pleased to say that you and Gemma are fully fledged Cobblestonians. Now all you need to do is settle down together and live happily ever after. Granddad, honestly. Can I slide down this one? No. What a tall house. This is a tall house. Oops. Ah, there's no fall damage. Hang on, which one was it? X. Right, let's go home. Right, I might change some of these buttons. Woof woof! Don't care, dog. Going into this house instead. If you want to get somewhere in a hurry, what you need is a horse. They're faster than people by a long shot. But you know that already. Being a better rider than most, eh? Nice, manly pursuit riding, very grown up. That's that guy's voice. Oh, we've got a towel in our house as well.
Oh! Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up. I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him. We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tor, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for.
You should consider some railings up there or something.
But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say? That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me. Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along. Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk.
When a man and a woman... No, not that talk.
Here. This belongs to you.
Ooh.
Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the tor. The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the luminary.
Oh, just... that's fair enough. I mean, I thought it was going to be serious for a second there.
What?
You what?
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny, and that there was something you had to do. He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
Well, it's been a lot to process, so I expect we'll do that in a few weeks, eh? Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
The reincarnation of the luminary. Proxus tries his hardest to sleep, but he's too confused by everything he's learned and excited about his coming trip. Eventually. Oh. Having trouble sleeping, are we? Well, it's no surprise after the excitement today and your big news. Whenever I have trouble nodding off, I like to go for a little walk. The night air does me the power of good. So you can imagine it's all set in Hot Fuzz. What am I trying to achieve? Okay, so that's kind of annoying. Something tells you someone's waiting for you at the centre of cobblestone. But, John, you can't have your face covering that up every single time.
Oh, can't sleep either, eh? You remember this tree, don't you? I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down. Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being the luminary, that reincarnation thing. I remember the story my granddad told me. Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then, the luminary appeared and saved the day.
I don't think that qualifies as a story. I think stories are supposed to have beginning, middles, and ends. I think it's like a prerequisite or something.
When it was all over, the luminary turned into a star. And he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since. That's his star, right there.
Aww.
How can you be the luminary too? I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to. Goodbye, old friend.
Aww. Aww. Exhausted after his long day, Proxus finally falls into a restless slumber. Then morning comes. Oh, did we change?
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him. Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. A mother knows these things. Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once. Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big adventure.
Supplies!
But don't take too long. The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
Right. Gotta check out the tower. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a button to say, screw this luminary business, we're just gonna stay here with Gemma instead. Huh! Kind of feel bad because she just gave me money. Now I have 10 more gold. What do we got up there? Dearie, dearie me, what am I going to do? This beard. Oh, if it isn't young Proxus. You came along just at the right time. I've got a favour to ask, you see. The other day I was playing with my lad. You know, messing around as you do. Well, anyway, he's got this flurry feather that he loves, and well, fool that I am, I managed to let it blow away. Luckily, the wind only blew it as far as the roof of your shed. I'd go and get it myself, but I'm not too good with heights, I'm afraid. Anyway, I know you're a brave young fellow, so I was wondering if you'd mind clambering up there, getting it back for me. You'd be doing me a huge favour, I'm telling you. Yes, I shall acquiesce to this request. I knew you'd help me out. You always paid attention to what the priest said in church, you know, stuff about always being kind to others. You're a fine fellow, and make no mistake. Now there's no time to lose. My son's desperate to get his beloved feather back. Hurry up, over to your shed. I'm sure you've climbed over a fair share of roofs, but find something to clamber onto. Sorry, I've stopped the accent. And press B to jump there. Once you found the flurry feather, bring it back here, and I'll see if I can give you something in return. The People's Friend. Right, there's also... This is what I'm actually supposed to clamber on. Clamber! Dum dum. Oh. Try that again, shall we? I've heard all about it from your mother. She said there's an important journey you have to make. Just a youngster. Well, just before you head off, make sure you're headed to visit the shop, you know, where it is, of course, down the slope and across the river. Once you're stocked up, head up to the village entrance to the north. We'll be waiting to see you off. Okay, it's the purples. Pinks and purples. Gotta make sure I don't confuse the two. Why have you made the two things, like, exactly the same colour? Okay. There's the flurry feather. 50 gold coins. Why? Have you not stolen enough from your parents? It's all worth it now. It's all worth it. Right. There you are, Proxus. And look, it looks like you've got the feather. Would you mind letting me have it? Thanks, I knew you wouldn't let me down. I can't wait to see the look on my boy's face. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something in return. Some sleeping hibiscus. Hibiscus. That's not all. I've got a tip for you, and I hope you find it useful. If you ever want to do someone a good turn, look for a purple speech bubble above their head. Listen to what they have to say and see if you can do anything to help. But no, why did you pick purple and pink? They're... Okay. You return the flowery feather to the man in Copplestone so that his son could once again enjoy his days filled with feathery fun. If you had a good time on your little errand, you can continue helping people out by speaking to anyone you meet on your adventures with purple speech bubbles. Not pink. Right. Well, I saw something flashing there. Maybe not. Okay, I'm going to go shopping and then I'm going to let you go. We'll leave the village on my next episode. So you're leaving good old Cobblestone, are you? Well, make sure you've got all the essentials before you head off. Welcome, valued customer. How may I help you? What would you like to buy? So how much money do I have? Am I covering up the money? Yes, I've got 207 gold. I was covering up the money. I may have a look around, see off screen, and see if there's a better place to put my face. So it's sort of interesting that they just gave him a new outfit and oh, whatever. Here's pot lid. Proxus can have it. Bandana. Wayfarer's close. Bandana. Let's sell. It's pink pine. We'll leave that for the time being. I'm not sure what it's for. Some plain clothes. Oh, there's the Trodain bandana. Oh, why did I... Oh, I can't... Okay, that's... attack 24. Let's equip that as well. But annoyingly... 18... 18... Damn it! Shouldn't have... Okay, I'm gonna sell the bandana. Okay. I'm thinking of putting my face in the middle, so I'm just gonna have a look off screen. Well, that'll do. It's not as good as defense. Oh, I see it. It puts the shield away. I don't think... yeah. I think I'll live with the big sword. Right. I could do with a fight, couldn't I? I think in the middle of the screen, though. Right. Where's the church? There it is. I'm going to let you go, though. Right, I've been John Foxy and Tunnel John West. I have been having a Dragon Quest, Echoes of an Elusive Age adventure. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you for watching.